What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, MMA Prophecies, where I go over UFC fight news and predictions. If you guys want to see daily and weekly UFC content, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm. Now let's get into it. Jake Paul recently offered $1 million to fight Sean Strickland in a boxing match after watching Sean beat up Sneeko. Shortly after the video of Strickland beating him up during a spar match, Jake Paul went on Twitter and accused him of being a bully and called him embarrassing. Jake tweets, "You weren't even able to drop someone with no experience while going all out. You're a horrid boxer that only picks on inexperienced people. I will fly you to Puerto Rico and we can fight on camera. And if you win, I'll give you $1 million. But if you get dropped, you have to get better tattooed on your neck." And guys, it's funny that Jake is accusing Sean of bullying someone with zero experience because there's literally tons of clips showing Jake doing the same thing. This video was literally posted on his channel 3 years ago before he started boxing.
Cover your face, Eric. Cover your face.
That's it. Do it again. Do it. Finish it, bro. Come on. Go, get up. Get up. Throw a jab. Body, Jake. Body. You're famous, right? Come on. Body. Get out that corner. Get out the corner. Get out the corner. Come on, bro. Fight, bro. Come on, fight. Come on, fight. I'm drunk.
Give me the claw. Hey, he lasted longer than Gibbs. Kind of embarrassing.
So not only does he TKO a bunch of guys who look like they barely boxed, but he also KOs another YouTube influencer who looked like they literally had zero training, which is an absolute disgrace. Strickland then responds by saying, "Hey, you lost to a part-time boxer. Laugh my ass off. Don't forget that." Referring to him losing to Tommy Fury. And of course it's true, neither fighter looked good in that fight. Jake then responds, "I hate bullies. I was bullied and then was the bully sometime in my YouTuber days, but now all my energy is focused on boxing bullies and helping the youth. But when I see someone like Strickland constantly bullying people, it's time to bully back." Now, I would personally love to see these guys box, and although I don't think Jake would win, I actually think it would be a decent match, at least for the beginning rounds, because they're both around the same size, weight, and both are pretty technical. That would be a fight I think a ton of fans would watch, especially if they keep the tattoo and $1 million bet in the contract. But honestly, I don't think Sean Strickland would do it just because it wouldn't be worth it for him, right, guys? I mean, the downside potentially losing to Jake would definitely stain his career, whereas winning wouldn't really do much for him. But for Jake, on the other hand, the fight would be the biggest of his career because right now he's still fighting cans or retired boxers, and we're yet to see him really compete as a true boxer. And that's how Sean responded in his tweets. He goes on to say, "Real talk, jokes aside, Jake Paul is an utter effing joke. You box small, retired, old MMA fighters and you sell sugar water to kids." Referring to the Prime drink, which I believe is a scam as well. If it were legal, I'd take your life with a smile on my face. Is there any place on this earth I can take this man's life and walk? Actually, Jake, I'll make you a better deal because money can't buy happiness and you have plenty of it and you're still a C-word. No cameras, me and you in a desert, that would buy my happiness. No Instagram, no likes, no games, just you, that's what I want. I wish we can go back to the days where blank people would just die. Our founding fathers would have murdered him long ago legally. Instead, you have to listen to them on talk on Twitter across the country. And Jake responded back, constantly talking about killing people, calling them scumbags or wishing them to die because they don't agree with your opinion, reeks of insecurity, not being a confident man. Guys, I really hope these two guys are at the next event because I can see a fight go down kind of like when Sean jumped on Drakus. That would be awesome to see them in a boxing street fight. And I personally think Sean should fight both Jake and Logan Paul. Take down two birds with one stone, right? I'm not a fan of Logan because I think he's one of the biggest scammers on the planet. If you guys check out CoffeeZilla, Logan Paul scam, he uncovers all of his crypto scams, all while everyone else is exposing Logan Paul's Prime Energy drink scam that makes false claims. That being said, Sean is still in title contention, and I don't see him taking on any boxing fights anytime soon, but I would love to see him fight against Khamzat Chimaev next. We've heard Khamzat, we've heard of him getting the best of Sean and submitting him multiple times during their sparring, so it would be a really fun fight to anticipate and watch. Obviously, a fight is much different, and if Sean is able to defend the submissions and get back to his feet, then it can mean really bad news for Khamzat since we've seen him struggle a little bit versus guys like Gilbert Burns or Kamaru Usman, although he did have a broken hand apparently. But what do you guys think? Who do you guys want to see Sean fight next? He's already fought a lot of the guys who are highly ranked in the middleweight division, except for Marvin Vettori, Robert Whittaker, Paulo Costa, and Khamzat. Maybe even a rematch with Brendan Allen. I don't think Brendan Allen's there yet, but I think Khamzat would get the most pay-per-views by far. And as for Jake Paul, I haven't been paying attention to anything he's been doing because I think that boxing is extremely boring compared to the UFC. Apparently, he's set to face another can in March, some retired boxer, and I'm sure the pay-per-views are going to tank just like they have been. I think if he wants people to watch him fight, he should compete in a real sport called MMA. Who believes that? Come on, Jake, why don't you compete in a real man's sport? If he went to MMA, he could eventually fight retired MMA fighters and get way more publicity. If he learns some BJJ in wrestling, I can see him doing some damage, especially wearing those 4-ounce gloves. He can definitely pop and put some people out with one punch. But guys, we want to see him in a real MMA war, right? Where he's facing adversity in different ways, like grappling, wrestling, kickboxing, elbows, knees, clinching. But let me know in the comments section, guys, what do you guys want to see? But that is my take on this feud between Sean Strickland and Jake Paul. And if you guys like this video, hit the like and subscribe button for the YouTube algorithm. And until the next video, peace out, you guys.